Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the Gloucester Cast Podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
¡Viva!
Wait, is this like, are we in Mexico now?
All countries.
That got a little bit.
I swear they're saying. I
Ole!
swear they're saying
Ole!
Saltimbuca.
Donna Rogers with the Diet Coke, I think, is the power move of the morning so far. She's
Sure.
bringing the thunder. One of two.
I didn't have time
two
to
of
make
two.
coffee.
Two of two at Grey
How
Hats.
about my power move?
Power move, Chris
Grab and
McCarthy.
go.
Grab and go. By the way, this is a power move. We have just discovered, and I did not know this, so this is going to be one of those value added. You listen to this podcast and you learn something that you can use in your daily life. Chris McCarthy went to Jeff's Variety, which we know is one of our top sub places in town.
Yep.
And grab and you want to explain it because you the whole
Yeah, when you
scene.
walk in the door to the left where the coffee is, he has a sandwich warmer, and he makes pre-made egg cheese
He
sausage,
does?
egg cheese bacon sandwiches. You walk
reasonably
in,
priced,
reasonably priced.
good
That's the
size,
play.
Yeah,
good
yeah,
size,
I think
and
less than $5 each.
yeah, because you
And
said
they're tasty.
you said it was $15 for 3 sandwiches and a
3 sandwiches and a water.
I mean, cut the check. Where can you get that around? Other than Market Basket. So here's the thing. Like for us East Gloucesterites, like for a cheap, quick grab and go, McDonald's or Market Basket, neither one of them are on our way out of town or
Right.
anywhere. Just Variety, pull right in.
Yeah.
They're made. That's value added information. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There
You're
you
welcome.
go.
Do you
I
know that
did
other
make-
than Pat and Jim that we're all going to live within a
Yeah.
quarter-mile radius of each other?
Trouble.
Soon?
Trouble.
Wait, you're gonna be in East Gloucester?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
September.
We'll talk about where off podcast. You know
Wow.
where.
Off podcast.
Why
A
can't I
friend of
get-
ours.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wow. Yes.
Yeah. we're
Oh,
on-
wow.
yeah.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and
Yep.
roll.
Tuck and roll. All right. Very nice.
Tuck and
Very
roll.
nice. Tuck and roll. I love it.
Like
Good
a
job.
tumbleweed down the hill.
That's right. Well, yeah, we're
Right
trying to.
into Chris and Jamie's front yard. right
Or
into the
here.
wharf,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's two different streets that go like this. One leads you right to the wharf,
I know.
and one leads you right to Chris and Jamie's.
Unbelievable. Right?
Phenomenal.
Right?
Yeah. And
Rock and roll.
tuck and roll, hammered, just we're rolled Sunday morning. Listen, there's no excuses. Sunday mornings.
How early was I today?
Phenomenal. I mean, that's what it
And
is.
I don't even
Very
live here
early.
yet. I'm
Pretty
just
soon,
practicing.
Finn's gonna have his license,
Mhm.
and life is good for Nicole. Let's just put it that way. We
That's
are.
good for Nicole.
And
It should be a segment.
so Thatcher. So everybody that was very concerned about Thatcher not having a cell phone because Nicole was missing last week.
Oh,
We
whatever.
discussed this.
Yes.
Thatcher now with cell phone.
Yes.
When we were on the boat on at the pole on Friday, Joey's like, "Dutch, how's your new phone?" He's like, "It's all right. It works."
After all
Nicole.
Mom
is-
went through to
yeah.
get him the phone.
So listen, though, you have to go. I mean, picture, if you will, an 18-year-old. I realize he just Drew Hale immediately. Like Drew doesn't answer for days, and then I write something and he's on it. Like it was like
Right.
I'm like, all right, thanks, Drew. But and we're not going to show those pictures. Speaking of Drew, we should anyway, whatever. But if you go, he can't go to the Apple store with a phone that doesn't turn on with no passwords or anything. And the night before he had to go to the Apple store, I was like, do I turn off Find My? Because they won't touch your phone. Find My is still on. But the only way to do it was to wipe his phone clean. And then he lost everything. So I needed them to tell me, oh, we can either fix it or we can't fix it. You need to go use your insurance and file a claim and get the new phone. And if I wasn't there and he didn't have a phone to text me yesterday, so I just went.
You just
And
went?
it wasn't because I coddle him. Trust me, like there's no coddling with that child.
No, definitely.
As you all saw
So
on Friday Night Degrees
what
of
was the
Summer.
Slide over a little.
What was the process as far as
Well,
swapping over the data from one phone to the other phone?
So he did all that. So it turns out they couldn't fix it, but his phone is also super old. My kids used to we used to be on that plan where every year you would just walk into the store and they'd hand you a new one. They'd give you an upgrade, and they don't do that anymore. So his phone is like a 12. He's got a super old phone, but they couldn't fix it, and he did enough damage in the Bahamas to his phone that it wasn't fixable. So we just filed a claim through Assurant or whatever it is through T-Mobile, and they sent him a new phone the next day.
Oh, there you go.
But it wasn't an upgrade; it was the same like old phone.
Right
he
now,
has.
this picture,
Anyway, I
you're
digress.
Joey's angel here, looking over his shoulder.
Yes.
That's-
That is what
I am
Let's go.
yeah. So my cell phone
Angel.
is it was a 13. It's Donna. It's due. It's
Yeah.
due. My port won't charge. I can't use any accessories in my
Joey's
port.
what?
Yeah.
Battery's at
Charger.
79% of its life.
Yeah,
Sorry, Kate.
And I heard you can replace a battery for $99.
I don't know.
But then I
Joey,
heard the
it's,
port.
it's a
But
13. It's
you
time.
can't-
It's time, right?
Yeah.
You can't
This time?
upgrade your phone if your phone is in shitty condition. So he also needs to get the new phone. So now he can go and pay himself to upgrade it to a 16 or whatever.
There you go.
A lot of the
Enough. We've lost all of our viewers already. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. I think we probably have.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
I'm
It's
sorry I
Fiesta,
brought
let's
it
talk
up.
about phones.
We're going to do a rundown. We'll say hi to all our people. Phil Scannell is with us. My beautiful wife, Kate, is with us. Mike Rogers from the bed.
From
As
the
we
bed.
know, Mike watches
100%.
it in bed.
Is he naked?
He's probably
No,
No.
no.
His
Tidy
pajamas?
tidy
Is he-
whities
Tidy
only.
whities.
Mike doesn't wear tidy whities.
no, he doesn't.
Oh, really? What does he wear?
We-
He
moved
wears
into
boxers. He just lets it all hang out.
Are they
I feel like we
silky?
talk about Mike's underwear a
Silky.
lot on the podcast.
This is the second time.
Low, no support. No support.
No
that's
support.
that's what happened.
It's a tough time at the Rogers household.
Kate says Jeff's is the best. Did you put ketchup on the sandwiches? She says we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, that would have been good.
Chuck
Ketchup.
Shoebridge, good morning to you.
Yes.
Barbara Murch has a podcast prize that she's sharing. Also, Jamie Langangopoulos supplied a podcast prize. If you share the podcast and type shared in the notes, we will in the comments, we will put you in to win one of these two things, and we'll get to that in a second. Annie Rochon is with us.
Annie.
Jamie, Chris's betrothed, Jamie Langangopoulos is with us.
Skip over Julie? No. Oh, that's never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Kathy Barlow, Pauline Bresnahan. Pauline, I need a new open flag. I'll pay you when you let me know what I owe you, and thank you for your great service. Pauline Gifts has the best flags on the planet. They are not disposable flags. These are flags that last. We've had 5 years of me beating the fuck out of this flag. So
It's no coincidence that for the last 3 weeks we've talked about how great Pauline's flags are, and today, I need a new open flag.
no. We're paying full fright for this. But I appreciate Pauline's service and her quality.
If you want to send me a flag for free, that'd be great.
No. We're paying for it. But the point that I want to really hammer home, though, is I think very quickly, I bought a cheap Amazon flag for my boat, and it didn't last a full year. Pauline's flag that I've had for over 5 years in front of the wharf taking a beating the only reason I want to replace it is because it got dirty, not because there's no tears or rips at all. It's
Joe bought his flag, American flag, on Temu.
It was this big.
Pat McNally's with us. Tina Creel is with us. Julie Shoebridge, Lauren Ashley Suchecki, Bill Wren, Pat's illegitimate lover that overserves her at the Emerson Inn, Michael Bertolino, Lois Ann Whitmarsh Hamilton.
Illegitimate lover? Is that what you say?
Illegitimate.
What is
as
an
opposed to
illegitimate lover?
legitimate.
Well, it's,
Okay,
That's
so
Jimmy.
it's
oh, because she's married to Jimmy.
that's right.
Okay,
That's right.
I'm slow today.
And Jimmy's too legit to
The
quit.
Steve Miller Band. The Steve Miller Band is with us as well. So I think we're all caught up with all the hellos. We're going to throw to Pat, and Pat's going to tell us what we have for podcast prizes.
First of all, we have a T-shirt I will let Chris talk about.
From one Ocean, Jamie's shop on
Nice.
Bearskin Neck. This is a new design, the Gloucester t-shirt. She also has a Rockport one. So I think that's an extra large.
Extra large.
So wait. Before you go on from that, can you hold it up?
Yep.
So what you should recognize with this T-shirt, and I know this as being a thing. This is a boxy cut T-shirt with a vintage design. This is all the rage. All the kids are buying this. Like you know how everything went to super slim and fitted, like what Chris is wearing. What maybe you would say
That's
that
out of style now.
that's completely out of style right now. If you look at all the young people and the designers, they're all wearing these the boxy old school. That cut is coming back in a big way. They've been wearing it in LA for 2 years now, and it's made its way to the East
So
Coast.
since when are you a fashion guru
Right.
about what they're wearing in LA?
We also have
He studies
Jimmy.
up.
Want to go there?
Nipple caps.
Nipple caps.
Oh, nice.
Nipple
Nipple
caps.
covers.
Bob-
Nipple covers.
Barbara
These are
Merch. Barbara
really
Merch
nice.
donated these for us. These are coasters, greasy pole coasters.
Look how bright those
Made
are.
by Judy George from Beverly, Massachusetts. She's a crafter who makes all kinds of things as gifts.
Are those paint? Is that a
Judy
photo
George.
or are those painted? They're beautiful.
Looks like a photo.
I think it's a photo. It's a photo of a painting, I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
It's like
Mhm.
metadata.
So Joey, were you there yesterday
yeah.
when we were talking
So
about
pretty.
someone
I love
said,
those.
oh God, I don't know. And you said, no, we do Good Night Naples. And
Oh yeah, someone
Yeah.
said you should go. You should do Good Night Nipples. Donna, she said. He said Donna. Donna was cold out yesterday. She had the pokies going, and the guy said you should rebrand as Good Night Nipples. And I says we already have Good Night Naples with Chris and
we
Ralph.
couldn't possibly change it to
We
that.
couldn't possibly change it to Good Night Nipples.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, you brought it up.
Yeah, you
I know,
brought
you
it up.
I mean, really?
Joe,
I didn't think you were going.
What?
Joe, I
Oh
gotta-
no, of course not.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not.
So I got to jump in because I found something out about Langa that I think all your listeners should know. Speaking of his clothing, I was with him last night at Rocky Neck 51. He's wearing the same clothes from last night.
No, he just has 5,000.
Wait. We
Yeah.
can all picture. We can all picture his closet.
No.
Well organized,
Yeah.
like the hangers evenly spaced
5K.
with the same 7 black crew V-neck,
27.
27, but all perfectly spaced. And if Jamie dared put like one piece of clothing in there, they'd be fucking hell to bed.
Yeah.
And the same jeans right next to it, laid out,
Do you think it's color
folded
coded?
perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one color.
I so wish that this was true.
No.
I wish that
Jamie
I
didn't
had that
infringe on
closet
that.
space to do that because I would.
Yeah.
No, but what he said was on Saturday nights, whatever he's wearing before he goes to bed, he throws it right next to his bed. I'm assuming you go to bed naked. Or
That doesn't matter.
Well, not
he
exactly.
throws it right next to his bed, and then when he has to wake up Sunday morning to come to the podcast, he just grabs what he wore the night before. Hence the smell that's coming.
Emanating.
Chris does not smell.
I have a
Emanating.
as well as my
I-
lotion.
Just Chris, different
I
story.
knew Jamie would be chiming in.
Well, I did. In Chris's defense, we did talk about this
Yes.
last night, and that is a fact. So
See?
I've joked with Nicole about it. I get home Saturday night. I throw my clothes on the nightstand right next to me, and I know I'm going to wear the same thing when I go. And I've been waiting for months for one of you guys to say something. Though you're right, it's usually a black V-neck T-shirt or something like that.
Oh, you do have your same Aviator Nation sweatshirt and all that. So it was more obvious because it was like a 4-piece outfit when you first
Right.
walked in,
That's true.
as opposed to now you've taken some of the
So,
clothes
but then
off.
I go home from the podcast and I get into something more appropriate.
Your pajamas.
Ooh.
Bathing suit.
Silk pajamas
Pajamas.
and his loofah slippers.
Do you have a
Uh,
silk pillowcase for that
No,
hair?
no, I don't like silk.
I could see
No,
him. I
I
could
don't.
see him with the pipe. Hey,
I would love it.
We, by the way, we were out and about yesterday, and we came down to only having 4 hats left, the Fiesta hats at the shop. I was not going to make any more, but because I was really tired, I went home at 9 and I stayed up till 10:30 making. We have, I think, 15 more hats. We have 4 navy blue with the white rope. We have, it looks like
One on your head?
eight of the white with the navy rope. We have 2 green, and I think we have 1 or 2 black. So if you want one, Pat's going to be there from 12 to 3 today.
Probably 11 to 3. Yeah.
Oh, 11 to 3. Oh, great. That's even better. 11 to 3. I have a feeling if you could go to the website and order them, and we would have them for you, or you could take your chances and go down there. But they were flying off the shelf. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But it was
actually go down right after the podcast, whatever that is. Hopefully by 11.
Yeah, by 11. So thank you so
I got a
much.
shout out from Barbara Murch.
You got a shout out for Barbara Murch for what?
I did.
Hi, Donna Rogers. Okay,
Now,
well, I'm glad
I don't know if she was the woman yesterday that stopped me on the street and said, "You're on the podcast," and I said,
She was
"Yes,
mistaken.
I am."
Listen, that's going to happen more and more. The longer you're on, Pat and Jimmy get stopped all the time. Chris gets stopped all the time.
By the
Nicole,
police.
people don't really know Nicole's name, but they recognize it. She
I
may,
wonder
Where-
why.
they just-
I
she
wonder
may
why.
she may be associated.
They
with
just say, "What?
vaguely.
What do I know that face?"
How do I know that?
I feel
How
like
do I
I
know
do.
that face? How do I know that
I don't
face?
even know what this conversation is about right now.
Sorry.
You know who gets stopped all the time is Thatcher and Finn.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
those poor kids can't go
They
anywhere.
do?
they are so
They
handsome.
can't,
That's why.
like, well, that's not why they get stopped. They're handsome. They just, I mean, they are good-looking kids, but no, the poor kids, they can't make a move in this town.
Oh, because
That was
she
very
photoed.
clever.
She always puts pictures of them up.
Oh.
Just because everyone
Yeah.
knows them and knows. I mean,
It does take a village.
it does take a village. Yep,
Takes
it
a
does.
village.
Thank God for
Takes
this
a
village.
village, yeah.
Keep an eyes on those kids of mine.
And Jamie, if you're not coming out one of these, Jamie came out with a tremendous design, the Viva, but which is also she's very trendy right now. Like, everything that I'm seeing all over like the webs, like so it's got the VIVA in the curve with the upside down lettering, and I heard she's doing very well with
Yeah, I
that.
think
Yeah,
she, I
they're
think she
awesome.
has. I think she said 2 hats left. Or
Oh
something.
wow, yeah.
She didn't make a. She's not like mass producing like you are, though.
But she's not Italian, and she's not down in
No.
the West End.
No, but yeah,
And not-
but
didn't-
you
didn't
have the
grow up
ability
with
to make
Fiesta.
yours, which is good. Like
Yeah.
she's
She doesn't have a sweatshop.
She doesn't have a sweatshop.
she doesn't have the 6 kids in the basement making
Oh.
hats while Joey's selling lobsters.
10-year-olds.
Well, Kate, but we had Kate down with Pat. What was it like? I want to go to. Can we throw to Pat right now?
Sure.
What was it like? What was it like having Kate as a presence in the shop yesterday?
Versus yourself.
Yes,
Yes.
Very relaxing yesterday.
very relaxing. Is that a good thing? Because you can get sleepy in the
We
shop.
are comparing it to you, right?
Well, Pat, you can be honest. We pride ourselves on being honest. in the
Kate
shop.
did a great job for you. She was outstanding.
She was very good,
Customers
and she picked up how to use the POS system, and I don't think she's ever used one before. Or was that you doing it behind the scenes?
We shared.
So
I just had to tell her once. She
But
got it. It's
I think she got it when I was there. She was ringing people
How
in.
many times have I told you and it's not happening?
What's
Yeah,
not
so
happening?
How to use the
Because I'm not
system
hungover.
that's on the
Oh,
iPad.
this is getting
Oh
spicy.
no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm saying.
When
I'm
he
just
said he
saying.
wanted you to be honest, he didn't really want you to be honest.
No, here I
It's
am. I'm just
delightful
trying to give
to be
everybody
here.
props. I'm trying to make everybody feel
It was
nice,
a
and she
good-
can't help herself but take
You know
shots.
what else?
She
She
can't help
didn't
herself.
leave any trash behind.
Oh,
No, I took the trash, the big trash barrel bag
Not
the day
kind of
before.
trash I'm talking about.
After every sale,
Like
Kate
gum.
did an ACH
Like
transfer
empty
right into her
coffee
bank
cups
account.
or
Gum.
or the
Yeah, half
Half
chew
yeah.
gum
Yeah.
on every shelf.
Mhm. Mhm.
She is pretty spectacular.
Did Kate figure out how to set up the fart machine outside?
Well, she did set up the Bluetooth, but we did not hear sound effects. We heard very nice music to lure customers in.
oh.
Nice.
She's good. She's
Just 2 very different approaches.
She can do.
Yes.
She can do everything. That girl. She really. Cause she's a she's a
She was
nine-way
selling-
player.
She was selling homes and hats.
There you go.
Homes
shirts.
and hats, yeah.
She
Oh,
was-
we've been burying a big thing. Pat went out of her way on her own without even really. This is a surprise for me. I'm really excited about this. She made a new table runner,
Mhm.
which Jimmy will do the honors for the podcast. Is it podcast or Good Morning Gloucester?
Podcast.
Podcast. Gloucestercast.
Ooh.
We have a
This is
new.
it. Oh,
From Timu.
You gotta add water. Wait,
You
let
gotta add
me
water.
get the air into it.
It's like one of those sponges.
Okay,
Want me to
ready?
hold it up in the
Oh,
back?
it's good.
Yeah,
Let's
let Donna do the honors. It's good quality.
Oh,
It's
very
really good quality.
Very
Really great
nice.
colors.
I got
Very
the same
good
one I got.
quality.
Yeah.
Vibrant.
The same one that I got.
Vibrant. So it's a runner.
Wow.
So you
that's
hang it
very
over the
heavy.
front. It's not a wrap.
Right.
Runner.
It's a runner. Oh, so it goes this way.
Yeah.
So it hangs over the middle.
Mhm.
So it can pull
Oh.
up.
So Donna, if you want to turn that 90 degrees, that would be great.
This way?
Yep.
This way.
No, the other way.
Fold it in
She
half.
can't
This
see it
way.
apparently.
And then just do this.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
So
We
that-
can tell Donna
so when you
doesn't do
s-
any housework.
When you see us on the road, doesn't do any housework.
Mike Rogers does.
When you see us on the road, you'll be able to identify who's broadcasting. Thank you.
It'll probably make its premiere at the block party on the 12th.
And
Right?
Perfect.
what I forgot to pick up at the shop this morning when I went there was I got an Instagram selfie frame. One of those big ones you hold like this, and it says
Oh,
"Good Morning
nice.
Gloucester" up at the top,
No
the logo.
way.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it yesterday, and it was just a little too hectic. But we are going to have it out for the block party, and we want everybody to come by and take their own Instagram frame selfie. And anyone that does will end up on the block. Is providing your privates aren't exposed, we will put you on
I'm out.
on the blog.
I'm out.
Chris is out. So
Next, you're gonna have one of those circle 360 photo things on the
photo
sidewalk.
booth,
Yeah,
photo
Oh,
booth.
yeah.
that's a good idea.
Scotty Mac. So the block party is the 12th, and
Mhm.
Pat and I will be out there, and
Of
we are
July.
so excited for it.
Yeah, July 12th.
July
Main
12th.
Street block party.
And okay, this is 'cause I have a bunch of new hats that are going to be debuted then. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Chris, the Blocks show featuring our very own Chris Lagakopoulos has
yeah.
debuted.
Yep. So this is the show I was in Oklahoma last summer filming for a week. The reality show, like an entrepreneurship show, just came out last Sunday. So you can binge watch it on their Beta Blocks, I think is the app.
Is it on YouTube or no?
I think it probably is. Yeah.
So do you have a link so people can see it?
I do.
All right, can you share it with Pat so she can put it so our viewers can see it?
I'll share with Pat. I was not prepared for this. But yeah, the first episode came out on Monday. So it was 96 companies went and competed against each other in a series of challenges. So the first episode aired on Sunday. Watch it. It's great. We actually weren't on that first episode, but second episode is out now. Came out today. And
Can
we
I
are
stop
on
you
there.
for 1 second?
Yeah, of course.
So them not putting him on, I don't know any. I have no idea how the outcome of this thing is. It's one of those challenges that people get eliminated, right? And you
Yeah.
go to the final. So them not having him on the first episode bodes well for his chances, in my opinion. And I know he's not going to tell us what happened, but because they never want to lead you down the path to think that of the right person is going to end up at the end, right?
Mhm.
So
It's
I'm
well
gonna
worth
share
watching
this-
the second episode.
I'm going to share this link with you, Pat, right now.
Mhm.
Pat will. So you can check
Chris,
after
can
the
you just tell us
podcast.
who wins?
Can we cut
I
right to the
could. You
chase?
could actually go in and you can find out really fast.
So what were
Do you
some
want
of
me
the?
to text it or?
Either way, it's fine.
She likes Facebook
Facebook
Messenger.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
That's what
So,
you like.
Chris, can you speak to some of the other competitors? What some of their ideas were?
Sure. There were, we were probably the only company that had like a utility patented technology. There were a lot of people that were starting up. Let's call them
Ideas.
like restaurants and like wellness brands and like health and beauty. A lot of medical practitioners, like therapists and things like that. So it was a really, really good group of people. Like I will say, they cast it. Obviously, you go through a whole process of submitting an application, submitting some videos, interviewing with a casting person a couple times. But the quality of the people there, it wasn't what you think of reality TV as. There was no drama. Everybody was super supportive. So it's fun to watch how they portray people, how they cut the footage, because it's a full week of filming people interacting and presenting. But it was an awesome, really, I would say it was the most intellectually, emotionally, and physically challenging weeks of my life, because it's literally 7 days of just being on. From the second you walked out of your room, you knew that there were cameras around and things were being filmed.
And from a guy who does this every Sunday morning, that is speaking volumes.
Yes. This is number 2
This is
on
a
the
close
physically, intellectually, and emotionally challenging.
Very
list.
challenging.
For different reasons.
Very emotionally challenging.
With lights,
Physically.
cameras.
Oh yeah, this is next level.
Surprised that we're number
Hazel
2.
was on.
Oh yeah, Hazel made. Yeah, you'll see in this week's episode they do kind of an intro to where we're from, and you'll see that Hazel made the cut. I actually submitted footage of us too, but it didn't make the cut for the.
Come on, Gloucester.
Yeah, of us
Oh,
doing our
nice.
thing, but
Very cool.
it didn't make it, at least as far as I saw in this episode.
Well, thanks for that. People tune in and give us your reviews. We'd like to hear what you think. I'm going to watch it this week when I get a little downtime in between Fiesta and 3rd of July and 4th of July and 5th of July and all that, and everything else that's coming up. This is so we'll go into our food segment. The Burn opened up, soft opening on Sunday, open to the public on Monday. Chris, you went several times, did you say?
No, I went once. I went Monday night with Donna and Mike and Nicole and Steve and was anybody else there? That's it. And it was awesome.
Awesome.
It was so good. I mean, I didn't eat a ton. I had the rice bowl, which Maria told us when we were there last Sunday was really good.
Yeah.
She underestimated how good it was.
Kate said the same. Yeah.
It came out with, I ordered the add-on of shrimp, came out with so much shrimp, perfectly grilled. Like in rice bowls, you think it's a pretty basic thing. Like, can you screw them up? This was so good. I can't say enough about it. I think the Burn is exactly what downtown needed.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy comes to mind.
Sexy.
The room is sexy. Is it not sexy?
Oh, totally.
yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
awesome. And I thought
That's
the
good.
prices were reasonable.
Very.
And it's filling that, with so many places trying to be super elevated and, like fancy food, it's nice to have, not a like diner, but like a place where it's sexy. Oh, by the way, ice cold beer, like the coldest beer in town.
Really?
From my experience, the beer was ice cold, which, as we know, big.
That's a big thing.
Big
What's
beer
the
thing.
address?
What can I find?
Main
it?
Street.
Do you
What was
have,
the thing that someone said to me? What was the
You have the
thing with the?
menu
What was the thing?
The
What was
hours.
the
He said, "Are
menu?
you okay?" 'Cause
What
it's
was
all
the thing?
capitalized.
There was a-
When does it close?
There
When
was,
does the Burn close?
so they said.
What
So,
time?
At
so-
close.
no, the first they said when are they open? I said lunch and
11
I said lunch and dinner, and then she kept coming back at me. She wanted a precise thing in all caps.
You wrote.
It, like,
you
after-
okay?
After
Can you
screaming
stop
at me
laughing?
online for 3 different iterations of me just trying to give you the general information, and you can look it up rather than screaming at me online, I just replied to the lady, "Are you all right? Are you okay?"
Yes.
Like, because this is insane that you're freaking out at me, like, for providing what I do know, and like,
It was very aggressive with all the capital letters.
it was
I was
super.
very stressed out. It was my post actually, and I was getting all the updates. So it was
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
very stressful.
Would you think my response to that lady was
I couldn't
appropriate?
stop laughing.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you yelling at me about this? Deb Rolosi Pollock, who is the mother to Amanda Pollock, the director at Discover Gloucester, as we know forever, whenever we see her name, that's how she has to be introduced.
Yep.
We've established this, I think, 2 podcasts ago. And she says that the fish sandwich at the Burn is a must try. Has anyone gotten, because the big thing was that they were going to bring back halibut points, fish chowder.
Had it.
You had it. Okay. You never probably had the halibut point one though. So for reference, how was it?
Excellent.
Was it spicy?
A little spice.
I
Yeah.
like the spice. Yeah. Pat, did you have it too?
No, but friends went and sent a picture of it, and I was going to try to, but it's too much work. They enjoyed their visit.
Vita Bella closed its doors. Chris, you have this topic?
That's all I know. I just know that they.
Well, they have stuff on
uh,
online for
they're
on auction.
doing
They're
an
right?
auctioning
auction.
their
Yeah, I think-
assets.
That's a
yeah.
I think they
Sign.
closed on. I think Friday night was their last night. I think it was a fairly sudden thing. So sad, but I mean, I only got over there a couple times ever. When I did, it was good. But it's easy to be sad when places close. But you can't be that sad when you don't go to them. So
Right.
if there are places that you love, you've got to go to them.
That's right. Good point. I like that it was open on Mondays
Yeah.
when a lot of places weren't
Yeah.
open
Oh,
on
yeah.
Mondays. And every meal I got there, I actually thoroughly enjoyed. It's just not, especially with my daughters having their license now, I'm not driving to Hamilton and going past there all the time. So
Well,
Not
I passed
nice.
it like 3 weeks ago, and they were filming there. That movie.
oh really?
Yeah, whatever movie they're filming around here.
That
I
Apple
think
TV
they.
series.
Yeah,
Oh, the series, you mean?
yeah. I think they rented out that place
Yeah.
for a night.
That's what did
That's
them
right.
in.
Here's a podcast topic. If you had a choice to have only one, Monday or Friday off, what would you pick? We're going to start with McCarthy. You can have either Monday off or Friday off every week.
I have both off.
As long as the
You
mouse
had to
is,
give up-
as long as
you had to
the
give up
the
what you
green
did.
light is on, he's working.
No, I would say Fridays.
Fridays.
Yeah,
I,
just 3-day weekend would be nice.
well,
Is
you
there
still have a
really-
3-day
is there
weekend if it
really
was
a
Monday.
choice
you
there?
realize
Yeah,
that.
but Monday is
Is there
different.
really a choice? I mean,
So do you think everybody
different
is
mentality.
okay? Does anyone have an alternative
To Friday?
view other than Friday?
I do.
Okay, let's hear
Yeah,
it.
I think Friday night. I mean, Fridays start. Maybe not necessarily for me, but but Fridays start at like 4 o'clock on Friday. Especially like all of us in this room, go all weekend, and then to have Monday to like decompress and not have to jump back right into work life and mellow out and sit on my deck with a book and
No
have some
Sunday
downtime.
scaries.
Yep, no, I would take Monday because Friday is still Friday. Friday night is still Friday night.
because you have to be
and
on
to have
Friday.
Monday
Monday
to
you can be
decompress
off.
and mellow out, absolutely, I would take that.
I think I like your reasoning there.
Yeah.
Because Sunday scaries are real.
Yep.
Yep.
Especially during football season, you want to watch maybe the game if the Patriots aren't horrible.
You're
like,
making more and more
and have
sense.
Monday to just be mellow. I don't have any downtime these days, and I'm definitely not complaining. I'm so happy. Like,
I think
It all
love
depends on
what
the season.
you know.
Like in the summer, I want Friday off. I mean, Monday is a whole different psychology. You know, like when
Right.
Monday hits, I'm already in work mode.
But so you're not in work mode when Sunday hits when you have to work on Monday? See, I
I'm
kind of
usually hungover.
I think I agree with everything that Nicole said. I mean, I think I would go Friday too, but more because if you take Friday off, you know, you're more likely to find somebody to do something.
Right,
with.
right.
You have something.
Yeah.
But you know, like as a bunch of psychopaths, like we get so excited for Sunday Fun Day, and then we go out, and sometimes Sunday Fun Day is worse than your Friday night or a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell am I doing to myself? And I don't want to go to work the next day.
We have some feedback from our viewers.
All right. Thank you very much. Sue Murray says, totally Monday. I have had Mondays off for 10 years and I love it. Jamie Lagakopoulos, Chris's betrothed, says, I agree with Nicole, but depending on your job, Friday, because often holidays are on a Monday and you get it off anyway. Interesting.
That's a good strategy.
He's going for the 4-day weekend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pam Doty says, I work Monday to Thursday, but she doesn't really give input if she likes
did
that.
Early. Yeah, she says Friday.
Friday for sure. I didn't see that. Okay.
Annie,
Friday.
Big Capital Monday. Thanks, Annie.
Annie, what?
Big Show Monday in big capital letters.
Big capital.
She's
Annie.
yelling at you.
She's yelling, like much like that other lady.
Donna's friend Larry/Tony Rodolosi.
Yeah.
He would go Monday.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he
Larry's
does.
in there.
Oh, is
Larry's
Tony
son's
here?
Larry's son is rowing with Jigga today. Championship Sunday.
Can we
Wait,
talk
Jigger
about-
Rose?
Jigga is the coxman.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are we going
he's
to
his
talk about
last
the
year's
boat
champion.
race yesterday?
Yeah, we are. We are. I don't know that we have a picture, but there was a collision.
Aren't the coxswains usually like
Well,
small?
I did get it's not great, but
Oh, that's good.
Crazy.
I like that picture, actually, Pat.
It's a
Good job.
Picture.
Great
That's a
picture.
photo.
the conditions were very difficult for picture taking.
Looks like it was taken from the
By
International
the way,
Space Station.
By the way,
So
I
do we have a rundown of what happened? Because you were so twisted up when this occurred.
I
Did
was.
didn't wipe
see
off
them?
the
I
lens.
did reach out to some same boat legends, and can we go back to the picture?
Mm-hmm.
So what was told to me by someone that has won over a dozen times, over 10 times anyway, said it's the first 2 boats to the beach. And we don't have the overhead shot here, but what he said was that you don't really know who's at fault because you can't see the flag. So you don't know who's outside of their lane. Like clearly both scuttlers thought that they had the right lane straight to the
You may
beach.
have to explain how foggy and everything, because some people just watching this right now are not.
Yeah, you couldn't see. It was just such dense fog.
all
This is a
So
terrible condition.
from what this person told me, it's the first 2 that hit the beach, and that's it, that go on to face next year's champion, and that none of the guys had from what he said, none of the guys had a problem with that. So it is what it is, he said. And what I found something out. I thought I knew a lot about, say, the traditions and stuff like that. Last year's champion has to row in the last year's losing boat.
From Saturday.
Oh, I didn't
No,
know that.
from Sunday.
Oh,
Last
wow.
year.
Last year's Sunday.
Last year's championship race.
I didn't know that.
Whatever boat comes in last, the champs in the following year have to row. Say it's the Pinta, they have to be in the Pinta. And this is something that drives me crazy too. When people refer to, unless they just don't know the names of the crews and they're trying to get information up, you don't refer to the boats' names like when you're describing the winning boat or the winning crew. It's not the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria. It's by the crew. You know what I mean? Like,
Crew name.
oh, the Pinta. Someone said the Pinta one. That's
like
it doesn't-
chaos.
Yeah,
it could be
chaos.
anybody.
It could be anyone. Chaos or ZFG or whatever. That's how you say it.
So can we get back to the question though? How did they collide? Like, I understand it's the last 2 to the beach, but
So they each thought that they had their lane correct. Their path, direct
so
path from
someone-
the flag to the
Okay.
beach. So they were headstrong in feeling that they were doing the right, had the right beat to the beach, and that's just the way it goes.
They were starting to go up to their flag, and they were starting to make their maneuver to make their turn.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were near their flag. We're not really sure. But while they were starting to
It
make
was
their
pretty close
move,
to the flag.
So
it
what-
just
Tell from the
some
picture.
oars were hitting each other.
Can I ask a
and-
question? So this is before the turn?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Yes.
wow, that's interesting.
And it was so foggy that it was.
I'm surprised that
I'm
you
sure
could
it was
capture
hard to
that.
see the.
That's amazing that you could capture that, Pat.
I was kind of amazed myself.
She was way out there.
honestly.
So yeah, I was wondering with that photo. So
She
because
just
you had
hates
like
to
the
keep the
depth of
picture
field,
up
it
for
almost
some
looked like
reason.
you were laying down right at water level, but that's because they were so far
Because they
out
were-
when
yeah.
you.
Mhm,
Yeah, that's cool.
mhm.
That's a great shot, Pat.
Yeah.
That's a
Red
great
boots.
shot.
Take a look.
The
Red
wellies.
boots,
She had the
yeah.
red wellies on.
Yeah, see, like at the water in the foreground, how it's
Mhm.
blurred out. Like it looks like you're laying on the water
Mhm.
taking
Yeah.
that photo. It's a cool shot.
Yeah, or if there was almost like a wave.
I
Like,
wasn't sure I was going to get anything, so.
After watching a lot of this, it's sort of like my second or third year that I'm really been paying attention. Joey's right. People walk up, they're taking bets on the Pinta de Santa Maria, or they say that. Then they start talking about the names of the crews, and that's crazy. But boy, the scuttler and the coxsman, that's people are going after that. They're saying by having that expert piece right there, that's really making that's the race. Then they start talking about some of the guys who are rowing and how some of them move teams. I felt like I was listening to football.
Really?
Wow, he was on that team, but they recruited and he went over and he tried that, and now he's going over here, and
I was talking to Mike Harmon yesterday. I saw him walking down to the beach, and he maybe wasn't racing yesterday, racing today because he's
he's
in
on
the
Jay's
final.
boat. Yeah.
But he was saying, and I won't get this right, but that all 3 of the
Cruise.
all 3 of the
Semifinalists.
Scuttlers.
scuttlers or
Coxmen.
coxmen, I forget which one, are all former champions themselves. So today in the final, so there's lots of
it's 3/4. It's getting, there's a little bit of turnover now, but like so many of these crews are like in their 50s, and there's some guys in their 60s. Jigga's crew's a young crew, but some of these other crews are. I mean,
What crew
these
is
guys-
he with? Is that a Castaways crew or?
No, ZFG. I mean, I call it a Castaways crew because all those guys are at the coffee shop every morning.
Yeah.
And then there's the Gigaloni crew, which is basically like Fisherman's Wharf guys. And then I don't know that I didn't recognize that third crew. What was the name of that third crew, Pat?
Last night it was Midnight Hammer, which
Midnight
is a
Hammer.
merger.
Which is a
Used to be
great
the
name.
merger.
Midnight.
The formerly
Mid-
It's gonna be
called-
on a hat.
formerly
Midnight
called-
Hammer. Midnight Hammer. This is a tremendous name for a crew. Just
formerly
saying.
called the merger.
Tremendous
Can
name.
we
for
go
a
to the greasy pole for 1 second? Because I don't know this. I always think I know it, and then I was trying to explain it to a couple of different people this week, and turns out I don't know it. So Friday, who walks on Friday? Just rookies, right?
Yeah.
And then the winner of Friday automatically, so JoJo Clace automatically gets to walk on Saturday and also Sunday because he
Yes.
won on Friday.
Yes.
So and then Sunday is champions only. You have to have won
Champions and proteges.
over walking in memory of somebody.
Because, well, no, I think
They
well,
can
I
pick
don't
a
know, but it's
protege.
listed on the thing as proteges, and people who have not won are walking tonight. And it's listed as champions and proteges.
So then what's Saturday?
Sad guys that have. I don't want
Previous
I don't-
Friday winners.
previous Friday winners.
Oh.
I think there's a little bit of gray there. I'm not perfectly sure, and I'm not the guy that like pretends to know what he knows when he doesn't
people
know
who have walked
exactly.
before, though. There's not new walkers on Saturday.
Yeah, but there's
No.
there's
I don't think.
there was walkers on Fridays. There was walkers on Friday that have walked for 10 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
what I
because
was
they
thinking.
haven't won. You have to-
Nick Taramina,
Gotcha.
Brett.
Brett.
Susan.
Yeah, those guys have they've walked.
Shelley
Joe
Carroll.
Sanfilippo.
Yeah, so even on I was at the roof for the Beauport watching last night, and I had pulled up the live footage because you can't hear anything from Pavilion Beach if you're up there. It's the only downside. It's great to be up there, but so I had the video open, and I thought it was JoJo's first year walking for some reason, but on the thing it said that it was his 3rd or 5th year, and then I was like, but wait, so why was he walking on Friday night if he's already?
No.
So I can't.
But-
so then I realized I don't know the rules.
But
So I was trying to figure out.
Friday is my understanding is Friday are not rookies, but people who have never
Never
won.
won.
So it's nobody on a Friday has ever won.
And so then once
Right.
you've won, you no longer walk on Friday.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
exponentially
yeah.
made more winners because they added Friday. It must be 20 years ago now, but when I grew up, it was just Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
which I liked it. I liked it a little bit more, to be honest with you, because I thought it made it a little bit more special.
Joe, at
I
any
was trying to
point,
figure out the.
at any point, did you consider walking?
No.
No.
I am. I think some people know. Like if I'm standing 1 foot,
No,
off
that's
the,
right.
1 foot off the ground, I have severe
Yeah.
fucking tremolitis. So I am not. I don't. Plus, and I don't have that lack of fear thing.
Yeah.
So like I would embarrass myself. I would take one step. I would be like the guys that get up there and like take 2 steps and then dive off. I don't know why they bother going up. Like I don't. To me, it would be so embarrassing. And like, listen, it takes balls just to get up there. But like, if you're not going to put an earnest effort into going,
Yeah.
then
You know,
what
guys-
are you doing?
The announcers give him a hard time saying, that's not the approach. They yell out to him, don't do that approach.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Jimmy should get up there next year.
So
I tried.
so the Greg Hill show will broadcast from Beauport,
Yeah.
and I saw a clip. Kate never has a chance to fucking take a shot at me without taking a shot at me.
Mhm.
Joey can't walk up the stairs without holding onto the railing and taking a step at a time. That's the step just before Alzheimer's. So get ready
Kate,
for.
it's too
Get
far that time, Kate.
Yeah,
It's hurtful.
Kate,
can't
come
help
on,
herself.
Kate.
Can't help herself.
Shameful.
I say
Shameful
one.
how you
I
get
say one
treated.
little peep about her. The whole fucking world
No.
collapses.
Here we go.
Oh.
Here we
no,
go.
we're sticking up for Kate.
It was good. It was good
I love.
being with you all this
We had an
morning.
interesting
I-
conversation yesterday.
I love my Kate. I love my Kate.
My
She
beautiful
loves
wife.
you, Joey.
She's amazing, and she really came through along with Pat and Jimmy at the shop.
Kate swooped in for a potential save. Yeah. I'm just saying you're incredibly
Yeah, she's
careful.
incredible.
But the only thing is she didn't put like honey or babe at the end.
How about when
She's
he was
great.
trying to get on to Hailstorm Drew Hale's boat
Yeah.
on Friday.
Oh, that's right. That was
Yeah, from your boat. He's
That's
got a
right.
gap.
It was like we were asking him to act like Indiana Jones,
Yes.
jumping across
Yes.
a bottomless pit. It was like 1 foot. He's like, I can't do that.
Mission
Too
Impossible.
far. Too far.
Mission Impossible.
Impossible.
The gap between Chris's boat and Drew's boat was like
That's
this.
why I
And he's
heard-
like, I
I
can't
I
do
can't
it.
do it. Can't do it.
That's
The
why
floor
I
is
heard my
lava.
name.
The floor is lava.
That's why I heard
Yeah.
my name from the beach.
No.
Jimmy, get over here.
Floor
He
is
had to
lava.
pee.
So,
He
by
had
the
to
way,
pee.
Terry Palmisano just joined us. Joey Palmisano, former Greasy Pole champion. Pat Palmisano, former Greasy Pole champion. I keep saying former. Once you're a champ forever. They had a son or someone walking on Friday, and he had a couple good walks. So there's that.
You know, bottom line, I've got to say too, folks, you know, if you're thinking about coming up and seeing this, you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to come to Fiesta. What we're talking about, from the greasy pole to the sunboat races to just the craziness after that.
Hats.
We should
Avoid.
go,
Just do me one favor. Come to Gloucester and enjoy, especially the sporting events. Go to the restaurants, hang out, do all that. Put blinders on when you walk past the carnival part, because that is it. When some people that they don't know and they just come down and they don't even know to walk down Pavilion Beach to watch all the sporting events and stuff. And if the only image they get of Fiesta is the carnival,
Right.
and the mutants that are walking around that carnival,
Oh boy.
mutants. Remember the mutants.
Pat, do we have that video of the from the altar?
I think
A great video, by the way. Nicole got here. This guy right here. So listen, hats off to the Fiesta Hat Ladies.
Mhm.
They've invited us every year on Saturday. I have to be working. Pat and Jimmy were at the shop with Kate. We haven't got up to there, but some people say their parade is the best parade. I didn't get to see it, but thankfully Nicole got some footage of them. But if you notice all those guys wearing the Spider-Man costume,
Yeah.
I believe that was an homage to Chris Brown.
It
who
was.
passed
Yes, it
away
was.
this past year.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Chris Brown, well-loved guy that at one point lived in Mac Bell's first-floor apartment overlooking the Greasy Pole. Loved it, loved the traditions, and loved being on the Greasy Pole with his buddies as much as anybody ever did. Never won it, but that was such a nice homage. All those guys
Passed
were.
away suddenly this year. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, where we said.
I mean, Chris was fighting cancer for decades and decades.
Yeah, it wasn't
Oh,
necessarily
yeah.
said, but yeah, it's just he'll be missed, and what a great way to memorialize him.
On that note, we have not lost him, thank God. But Salvi Benson, it's been a sad Fiesta without Salvi's presence around, because he's mostly housebound right now. But
Oh.
you can't say the word Fiesta, or certainly not the word Greasy Pole, and not think about Salvi Benson, who has 13 wins and is
13 wins?
Yep, such a
13
prominent-
wins in a time in an era where there was only Saturday and Sunday Greasy Pole.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you Google the video of him, and whatnot, but I love
Must have
Salvi.
sticky
And it's
feet.
been,
You can a irrational lack of fear,
Yeah.
like just and tremendous sense of balance. Those are a couple of the things.
Joe, can we go back to the restaurant segment for
Yeah.
1 second? Because
I got-
Nicole's
51
wearing,
Rocky Neck.
51
Yep.
Rocky Neck.
This is a
I-
very nice hat.
I
It's a very
ate
nice
there.
hat. It's
I
super
ate there
soft.
last night for the first time this year,
yeah.
and it was very good. And I pulled the move, your move. I'm learning.
Protege.
Protege. That's Steve. He ordered what is it? A 64 ounce? No,
It was.
How big is
what
it?
kind of steak
32?
was it?
I don't know.
I think
but
was it a porterhouse?
Is
Yeah, it
this?
was-
Yep, that.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Oh my God!
That thing is.
So Patrick has told me a dozen times he prides himself on sourcing and cooking an unbelievable steak. On his sign,
Yep.
Yeah.
it says steaks, something, and frivolity. And I haven't got the steak. So you guys tried it. What did you think?
It was outstanding. I pulled a move on Steve. I'm like, I walked up and said, "Oh my God, that looks so good." He goes, "Oh, you want a piece?" I'm like, "No, I couldn't." And he gave me a piece. It was butter.
Butter.
But the taste, I mean, it was outstanding.
So Pat, on there is we talk about best thing you ate this week, but I hope I have a picture. That's the calamari.
Oh, that was good,
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That's like this calamari, shrimp, potatoes. There, where you could see like the fried lemon in there. So Patrick was explaining there's not a thing on that plate that you can't eat, and I tried all of it, and it was all excellent.
I did too.
So
Yeah.
That's my cod.
Oh.
And the
Sicilian cod.
was tremendous, but those tomatoes, I made everyone at the bar taste the tomatoes. Those tomatoes were unbelievable. I don't know how you can make a tomato like taste so different than any other tomato you've ever had, but amazing. But my favorite thing ever, do we have the ribs? No, those Jamie
Jamie's
scallops with the
scallops.
spaghetti.
I
Spaghetti
thought she didn't eat
squash.
meat. I thought she didn't eat meat.
No, she eats seafood. She's pescatarian.
That's meat.
That's pescatarian. But that's not pasta in the middle. It's spaghetti squash.
It's flesh.
It was fantastic.
So what I didn't take a picture of the ribs, but like I think maybe
On your recommendation.
Dry.
the
Try.
Oh.
best. I think the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Whoa.
Like
Mhm.
legit.
That's
They were
crazy.
right, and you
Wow.
tried them last
That's
night.
incredible.
They were very good.
Chris
They were
pulled the
probably.
move.
I would say if they weren't the best ribs I've ever had, they were
So-
definitely top 2 or 3.
So where
They
is it?
At 51 Rocky Neck.
were just what Nicole's hat says.
This
What is? I
my
don't
hat
understand
says.
Kate's
Oh,
comment.
okay.
The old '96er. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I think you meant 69.
The old 69er.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Reverse psychology.
D Noble says 51's Japanese egg salad sandwich is fire. That sounds
Wow.
like something. I had the deviled eggs, which were phenomenal.
I had the
Oh.
mortadella sandwich, and it comes right from Italy
Mm.
on a nice seeded roll. Freaking
Nice.
outstanding.
Yeah, I have a
That's
question
grilled.
that I've been meaning. I think we might have talked about this last night. So we're always talking here. You brought this up a while ago. Mudiga steak.
Yeah.
The sandwiches. So I've never had one before. I don't know what this is. I feel like today is the day.
Go to Mom's
Do you eat
Kitchen.
one?
Mom's Kitchen.
Go to Mom's Kitchen. She
Yeah,
does a
right.
legitimate Mudiga steak sandwich, and they are what?
What
Should
I
we
learned.
answer Thatcher's phone call live on the?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
You
We
don't
want to
know.
see what he's got planned today.
Mom's Kitchen.
So
the
Mom's is the
Mom's Kitchen
is the move.
is doing, but
It's Thatcher.
no, it's not.
Is it your
Hold on
mother?
a second.
When did the podcast
I just gotta go.
start?
No, it's not my. I can't find Joey. I can't find the podcast. Where's the? It calls me at 8:00. We go live at 9. I can't find the podcast.
She's gotten a lot better, but years.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
Oh, boy.
So
Don't
Yeah.
press
Getting
the
the
button.
feedback.
Donna.
Here we
Just
go.
There
for
we
it.
go, Donna. The moment you've been waiting for.
So
okay, castaways.
What changes are we making?
What are we
changes?
talking next? No, I can't read
none
that
of
on
his
my
stuff, right?
glasses.
None of his stuff.
I think we should talk about the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
No,
McCarthy has a subject
Yeah.
that
No.
you'd like to talk about.
No.
Would you want me to talk about
Why don't we
poop
go to
instead?
the Why don't we go to the comments?
What
So
comments?
D
We already
noted.
read 'em.
Nope, D noted. Speaking
Oh,
of
geez. You're
parades
fired.
or carriers are
Look,
needed
We're
today
losing viewers.
That's a good announcement.
We're
We are.
losing viewers.
between 11 today at 11:30 between Oak to Emmer and Minglewood. Come walk with us. So is there a tradition someone
Yes.
could fill me in on? Yes.
No, you're
Yeah,
the head,
D,
you're
yeah,
the head
D,
person. You
D,
gotta know
D
this shit.
could fill you in on it if you show up at 11:30. Anyway, Chris, what was the topic that you wanted to cover?
The Ferris wheel.
No.
Joe talked about the rides at the Fiesta,
Yes.
and
I'm in charge here. I'm in charge of
I
the
was
content.
thinking about going on the Ferris wheel last night with Charlene,
Yes.
and
There's no way
I
Charlene's
went
going
back
on
to
that Ferris
my high
wheel.
school days and said, geez, wouldn't it be cool if we went on the Ferris wheel and started making out and see where that brought us? You know,
Right.
maybe when it stopped at the top, I could get a
Could
quickie
get a
in.
little
I
something.
could
Yeah.
get a quickie in. So that didn't happen.
I was
But
gonna say,
I
how did that
wondered,
work out for you?
it didn't work. But I wondered, how many people who take the
Do the
Ferris
Mile
wheel
High?
rides will get some sort of action on the ride?
If you've got an action on the Ferris wheel,
Anybody?
please chime in on the
Please.
comments.
Yeah,
Right
really.
there.
Yeah.
And then
Please
I said,
share
You
your.
remember the Ferris wheel, folks?
and then I said, if you do get any action on the Ferris wheel, does that make you eligible for the Mile High Club? I know it's not a mile high. How high is it, Chris?
It's pretty high.
I'd say like 40, I don't know, 30,
No, but you
30
should-
yards maybe.
30,
From sea
30
level.
yard club.
From sea level.
Yeah.
You should disinfect and
Has-
sanitize immediately, though. Maybe
Let's
get a
cut to the
tetanus shot.
chase. Has anyone had sex on a Ferris wheel? Please chime in.
There it is.
Pat,
There it is. Pat.
I am not getting no.
Oh,
I'm out.
she's denying it,
She's-
Jimmy.
I'm
Actually,
out.
she's
Look
blushing.
at she's
I think
blushing.
she's blushing.
She's
I know.
blushing.
Jimmy, you've
We-
had sex on a Ferris wheel?
Who says it?
With Pat?
No, not.
Wait, does this include my wife or not?
Let's be.
We're out.
So it may
Let's
have
do
to go
something else.
back to like your crazy teenage years.
How about that 51 Rocky Neck?
Hold it, time out. We've gotten to something here. Jimmy and Pat have had
Wow.
sex on
they're on
every
radio silence right now.
Fiesta ride. Pat?
I'm out. Not discussing it.
That doesn't.
Let's show the
That's
uncomfortable.
what-
Oh, look at this.
Thank you,
Lynn
Lynn.
Scannell better on a roller coaster.
Oh, well, leave it to Lynn. Leave it to Lynn and Phil.
Jesus.
Wait, speaking of Lynn and Phil, that photo of the sun deck at mile
yeah.
marker came from Lynn.
Okay.
So show that. This is the new
Oh, right.
the boat
Great new
transom
topic.
bar at the sun deck
Oh, yeah.
that
This-
Drew Hale had just finished working on over there. That photo doesn't necessarily, well, it shows the bar, which is awesome with that little that transom of a boat, but the deck itself, go
That's
check it out
Drew's-
because
That's Drew's boat.
D
yeah.
D Noble posted a bunch of pictures the other day about the new deck. So let's talk about it. So it's I was there briefly after getting off the boat on Friday. Really big, spacious, great vibe.
Thank you.
like
So if you're looking at the marina, if you're looking at mile marker, everyone knows that the tented area where the igloos are during the winter is that one big bar space
Bridge
Mhm.
deck.
where the bridge deck. Thank you. Where you can watch the bluefin blowout. You can, if you get lucky, you can stand by the edge and watch the fish being weighed in. Bluefin blowout's happening in 2 weeks. But off to the left now is a new sun deck, and it's a really large space, and it's looks really nice. So opposite side of the marina, but right by all the boats, which is
Right.
great. So
yeah, it's great take if you want to just come watch the boats and coming in at the end of the day or during the day or
All right, you're out.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah.
Get back there.
You know, I see Annie Rochelle.
Horrible.
you're in the back.
Just awful.
Joe,
No,
horrible.
don't get out of there.
Get it.
I'm
She
out.
tried
I'm
to
out.
hijack the
I'm
show.
out.
Yeah.
it's time to start talking about street sweeping.
I had
now that
my
Joey's
3
back.
minutes of fame.
Good night, nipples.
Joe, what we did find out is Pat and Jimmy have had sex on
The Ferris wheel?
Well, they won't tell us what
It was the merry-go-round.
amusement ride, but
No, it was the teacups.
Slow. Oh.
and then we did
And
learn
Lynn-
that Lynn and Phil
Lynn and Phil have sex on roller
on
coasters.
roller coasters
regularly.
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 All right, this
That does
show-
not surprise me.
Joey, how do you feel about street sweeping?
Thank you,
Nicole, what do you
He's got a lot to catch up on. here.
What do you mean? Like, how could you not watch street sweeping?
I was looking at the topics.
Oh, okay.
Talk
She's
about-
trying to
thank you.
change the subject.
No, so there were some people. So
Excuse me.
earlier in the week,
I'm in the back.
actually for 2 months now, the city has put out, because there's a group of downtown merchants that said, can we please have some street sweeping? There's back then, if you went down the street, there was cigarette butts, all kinds of litter and stuff like that. Can we please get some regularly scheduled street sweeping? And the city obliged. John Harris, I believe, is the guy that does the meters, and he's in charge of he works for the DPW. Really good guy. Very, very responsive to the community, the downtown community in particular. So the city put out press releases on a weekly basis. It's like, I can't remember what it is because I'm not affected by it, but like the second and fourth or first and third Thursday of each month, you can't park on the street downtown because we're going to street sweep. And if so, you're going to get a ticket. Well, the people didn't pay attention. We put it out. The city put it out. and people were flipping out because they were getting tickets. And I was like, talk about a no-win situation for a city government. You got the merchants saying, can you please keep the streets swept? Then you got these people saying, why, we can't move our cars. We're normally parked there. Like talk about like, as far as like.
They would never make it in New York City that has every other day you have to move the other side of the street.
Oh, really?
And if you don't, they actually bring the tow truck. The sweeper goes out, followed by tow trucks.
Really?
And all the guy does is stop, and then he radios, and all of a sudden you see a tow truck pull out, boom, gone. Then he goes through.
So they're using it as a way to keep probably unregistered cars off the street, and as a money-making thing because they probably hammer those people for like $300 for the tow.
Yeah.
And then and they get the street swept.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Ticket, tow.
You got personal responsibility is something that we always talk about here.
Mhm.
Much like me smashing the McCarthy's golf cart.
Donna McCarthy.
Donna McCarthy's.
My sister.
Yeah, your
Donna's
sister.
so quiet now. It's like,
Well, it's taken.
I'm not in the front.
it's
She's
like
Scottish.
not.
she's been
She's Scottish.
castrated.
I've been castrated.
Viewership went down 50% when she sat in that chair.
In the least,
No, it went
in
up,
the-
and now it's gone down.
in the least surprising news ever, I was driving by the grocery store
Yeah.
and red mulch,
Oh,
50% off.
nice.
I mean,
Friends don't
Good
let
morning,
friends buy
Gloucester
red
does
mulch.
it again.
50% off. We've shamed people. She can't stand to leave the fucking graphic up when I'm talking. There you go. Thank you. 50% off, people. And that's for the red mulch. The friends, we've been doing how long? Do we know how long I've been doing the annual public service announcement?
At least 10 years.
At least 10 years, every year. Friends don't let friends buy red mulch. And now we're going to have the people that come out of the woodwork that say any colored mulch is not good for the environment. I don't care. I like the dark mulch because I think it looks good. The red mulch is
Justin Timberline's going to be pissed at you.
garbage.
Justin Timberline.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You like that one?
Yeah.
What we go through and show.
You know what I want to actually? This is not on our list
Great
of
idea.
topics.
All right, we're going to go to Pat Dalpiaz right now. I'm
Chris
sorry.
has something.
Oh no, it's okay. Go ahead. Let's go to Pat.
Yeah, no, because we're going to she's going to explain the podcast prizes, and then you're going to say your topic
Okay.
while people get
like
a
it.
chance to do it. Okay, Pat.
It's okay to get rid of the red mulch.
No, I haven't heard from Joey yet. He can do it.
Oh, and those are
Ooh.
hand painted, by the way.
Yeah, we did see that in the comments.
Are we
Those
still
hand-
talking about the red mulch right now, Pat? Wouldn't it? No, you don't know that?
Be nice.
Be nice. I mean, for silly.
Those are red. Hey,
Now she's just blocking you.
That's all right.
I can.
by the way, those are hand painted.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
So
Um,
she's punishing
I'm doing
Barbara
what
Mulch.
you asked, which is not move it until you tell me.
No, I'm not doing it until the topic
Oh,
is
look at
over.
that. Now you're
This
being
is come
stubborn,
on.
Pat.
It's the
Pat,
last
you're
day
being
of Fiesta.
stubborn.
You guys are fighting like this. It's
Championship Sunday.
that's so disappointing.
Championship.
Oh,
It's
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
is she always this stubborn? Jimmy?
these are
Hand
hand
painted.
painted coasters.
Nipple
They're
covers.
They're two different coasters, by the way. You can't see it in the till you
Yeah.
look at the details, but they're two different coasters, hand painted and covered with resin, donated by Barbara March, and designed and painted by Judy George.
Beautiful.
Podcast prize
Very
number
nice.
1.
That's beautiful.
Podcast prize number 2 is this extra large T-shirt from One Ocean One Love.
Retro design, boxy
Yeah.
fit, which is all the rage with the youngsters today.
Screen printed.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
hand printed.
Hand
by
printed,
Jamie.
not-
Very nice. Very nice. You can get those at One Ocean One Love in Rockport.
Yep.
Or on the website.
On the website, you
What's
can
the
get them
address?
online. I think it's oneoceanOneLoveShop.com or
What's the
something
address?
like that.
The physical address.
Oh, it's
Where
Rocky
is it?
Rocky Neck.
Ours?
It's
Bearskin.
Bearskin Neck, third shop on the left. Just swing
you
by.
So
Rocky Neck.
so
So
share
many people are gonna be at Rocky Neck now. Yes.
share the
Bearskin.
podcast and type
Oh,
share it to
Charlene's
oh
up.
Charlene's in.
This is exactly. I called it. I called it.
So there's
Follow Ryan O'Brien. I follow.
so there's that Pat and Jimmy are going to be at the shop from probably 11 to 3 p.m. If you
Jamie, 6 bearskin neck.
What are your
Thank
hours, Jamie?
Can you get breakfast there?
You can follow
Yeah.
Judy George Art on Facebook, the person that donated those coasters. The sun is coming out for the pod. So we
Nice.
have, I think we have 14 hats left, some white, 4 navy blue, couple of, I think we have 4 red as well down the shop if you want to get them. And I think we'll pick our prize and then we'll move on.
Chris,
Oh,
what's
you,
up?
Chris,
yeah.
Chris had a topic.
I just wanted to mention because we did talk about this last week as well, but I finally made it over to the Sugar Mags food truck.
Mm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like so many great things starting to pop right now in Gloucester. A lot of cool things going on, places opening. But I had the New Mexico breakfast burrito
Me too.
with linguiça in it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't know what that like. It's like a vinegary like barbecue sauce or
Oh
whatever.
yes, that's right.
That was fantastic. We
really
actually saved a little. Jamie saved some of hers, and we put it on our huevos rancheros that we made yesterday morning.
Oh.
I would buy that sauce. It
Yeah.
was so good.
That was very good.
Huevos rancheros.
Yeah. No, she's doing a great job. The egg sandwich is $11
That's the go. That's my
Very-
move.
with hash brown,
Yeah.
hash brown patty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
outstanding.
those hash brown patties were interesting too, because it was like there was something sweet about them. Like I
Really?
don't know if it's like I don't know, maybe the way they're battered or whatever they are.
My
whatever they do to
go-to
'em.
breakfast sandwich are the English muffin, the linguiça, and the goat cheese.
Oh yeah.
$11. It's really a good deal. And then you can pop up the Castaways and get your coffee. It's a win-win. You're right though. Things are we suffered. This spring was pain and stuff. The only worst spring was the spring of 2018 or 15?
Maybe 20.
Snowmageddon?
Oh, yeah.
No, the weather Snowmageddon when we had like 110 inches of snow. That's the only one that I could think of that came close to being as painful as this one.
Yeah.
But
Chris, you speaking of, before you move on, that you were writing down the music for the rooftop at the Beauport.
Oh yeah.
And we also, you and Jeff and I shared that barbecue pizza. Speaking of sauce, that green sauce on that
Oh,
pizza.
that was so good.
I don't know what it was, that cream, whatever, but that was a really phenomenal
Yeah, we
pizza.
stopped into the Beauport roof deck Thursday night for music. The Headlands Trio was playing. We shared this barbecue. I forget what it's technically called, but it was a barbecue pizza
Barbecue
of some sort.
chicken. Pizza.
Chicken, yeah, it was so good. But music on the roof deck this week. Nothing tonight because of Fiesta. Monday, Jude's in the Hutch. Those guys are awesome. Great duo. Tuesday night residency with Annie and Ryan. Wednesday, Steve Dennis. And then Thursday, nothing is 3rd of July. So we've got the Horribles Parade and fireworks and all that stuff.
And then summer's
Bordellos
over.
are
Summer's
at
over.
the-
That's
yeah.
it.
Bordellos are at the Rum Line tonight.
Oh, that's a big night.
That's a
Bordellos
big
at
night.
the Rum Line.
They're good,
Yeah.
aren't they?
They're amazing.
Really good.
So good.
Nicole's favorite band. All right.
So much going on. Like,
Wayne, go down to the shop and see Pat and Jimmy. They'll have your red Fiesta hat. Pat, how many shares do we have?
We are at 12. And
Wow.
let's remind people, because there's 2 prizes, that if your name is drawn, then you need to let us know whether you want the t-shirt or the coasters. And you can pick them up at the shop today or later this week.
And if the first person's name is called and they don't reply immediately, and the second person
Yeah, whoever's first.
pick, whoever says what they want first gets the pick. All right, I have to go here. You said 12 picks?
12.
Mike, I want the coasters. I hope you shared.
I don't think Mike's on this list.
1, 2.
0.
4.
I think-
Annie Roshan.
Oh,
I know
multiple.
what it is. I know.
Multiple winner.
Multiple winner. All right, back to me. And
No.
12. Steve Cartino.
All right. They
Oh,
don't
Mike,
even have to
Mike just shit it.
choose.
Well
Mike just shit it. We got to do it over.
Thanks for coming to the table,
Yeah, good
Mike.
morning, Mike.
it would have been Mike's. It would have been
Somebody's
Mike's.
Gotta be
Maybe
going
he
to
was
buy
naked
coasters
last
right
night.
Wow.
That-
The
that's got to
fix-
be a first.
That is a first, I
fix
think,
was it.
that
No,
we're aware of.
listen,
For people who don't
listen.
understand why we're so excited, Annie and Steve are
Betrothed.
They're a
Betrothed.
couple, and they won, so they get both prizes.
that was
Annie wants the t-shirt.
Okay.
what's amazing to me is that we had that many people viewing and only 12 people sharing, which is disappointing to me. Quite frankly, you can't win if you don't play. So
Well,
I don't
maybe
want to.
Some people just, wanted to open the field to others.
Well, we like for people to share it because
I
share
we
the
like
love.
them to close the field.
Share the love. Thank you guys again, Nicole, Chris Lagakopoulos, Donna Rogers, McCarthy,
I'm back here if anyone was wondering where I was.
Chris McCarthy, Good Night Nipples, Jimmy Dalpiaz, and Pat over there with her very festive Fiesta
Over
scarf.
there.
I love that scarf.
Over there. Next walker.
Next Walker. Everybody have a good
Walker,
Fiesta.
Joey Cimitaro.
Everybody enjoy Championship Sunday, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you next Sunday. We're going to be on the road, so
See you next Tuesday.
figure it
Where
out.
are you gonna be?
We'll figure this out.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We'll see you again. See you later, guys. Oh, wait. I don't want to
Next
cancel
Sunday,
that. We
Chris
got to put
at
a
the,
song.
at the Gloucester.
Right.
Well, hey,
There.
Annie, and
Bros.
Annie Brobst. It is. Boom.